A student is told to draw the graph of y equal x squared plus 4x minus 6. He is then told to draw a linear graph on the same axis such that the intersection of the two graphs will give the solutions to the equation x squared plus 4x minus 7 equal 0. What is the equation of the linear graph he needs to draw? This question is testing knowledge of quadratic graphs and linear graphs. A graph has y-axis and x-axis. The quadratic graph is called a parabola. The shape or the form of a quadratic graph is called a parabola. And it's usually a U-shaped graph. It can also be inverted U. And if you really want to know the shape of this particular graph, the clue is that in a quadratic equation, the standard quadratic equation is in this form, bx plus c. If this a is positive, it means that it is a U-shape. If it is negative, it means that it is inverted U. So in this case, we're going to work with this graph. What else does the equation tell us, the problem tell us? It tells us that there is a line chart that intersects this quadratic equation. The intersection can be here, it can be here. It doesn't really tell us, but there's an intersection somewhere. Okay, and we'll call the first equation y equal x squared plus 4x minus 6. We'll call it our equation 1. Now, what is the second equation? The thing we need to understand is that at this point, intersection is a coordinate x, y. The value of x at this point is equal to the value of x at this point for the line chart or the line, the linear equation of the linear or the line, and that of the quadratic equation are equal. And the value of y, they are equal because they intersect here. Okay, so that's very important. And they gave us a second equation that 0 is equal to x squared plus 4x minus 7. And this is our equation 2. Okay. What is this equation? They called it the solution at this intersection. What it simply means, if we look at this equation, it has x squared, it has 4x, but it doesn't have y. Instead, it has 0. It means that they have substituted the value of y at this point. They have substituted it in this equation, but we don't know what it is. And the question is, what is it? How do we derive it? Basically, we have to combine equation 1 and equation 2 and solve it as a simultaneous equation. Use the information we have to find the value of y. And the simplest way we can do that is if we can subtract both equations. So we subtract equation 2 from equation 1. We have something like this. Y minus 0 will give us y is equal to x squared minus x squared, 0, plus 4x minus plus 4x, 0, minus 6, I have to write this down, minus 7. And so minus will change to plus, so we have y equal to 0 plus 0 is 0. So we have minus 6 plus 7, which is equal to 1. So we have y is equal to 1. And we can say that the equation of the line that crosses this graph, this quadratic graph, and intersects at this point is y equal to 1.